to Johnny B. Wally tomorrow, anytime after noon, you will find that there will be vehicles available for you to be transported to and from polling areas where you can vote. I want to tell you, although I stand here representing Elam Christian Fellowship and all of those other sponsors who are supporting this effort, I also stand here with the Unity Group. I stand here to tell you that starting tomorrow, you have no excuse not to go out and cast your vote. That over 50 million Americans have already stood in line, stood for hours to cast their votes, and you need to be counted among them. This is not a time to be politicking. This is not a time to be procrastinating. This is a time to step up. We have a ride for you, and we have other amenities, as others will talk about. We have several meeting places tomorrow, starting back here in this place tomorrow morning, where they will be designing the cars to go on the parade, all the way over to we up at Kaz's with our other groups, with Voice Buffalo, ready to march down to other places. We will be unified tomorrow. This is a community time. This is a community time, and we all coming out. One voice, one vote. We standing together. Tomorrow is the time. We will provide rides. Come on out. There will be a tent out there, will be clearly marked and will be designated for anybody who needs a ride to the polls. We thank you for your, appreciate you for you coming out today and filming us and letting the community know. You're either on the side, there's no time for this or that. This is a day of you're either doing the right thing or you're doing nothing. And the right thing is coming out to vote. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deacon.
That's right. He deserves that. Oh, this podium is a lot hotter than it was before I first stood here, brother. Thank you for bringing the fire. And thank you for honoring, of course, our ancestor, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., as we pay tribute to all of our ancestors in all that we do, and pay tribute and homage to their sacrifice to bring us to this point where we can vote. And we know voter suppression is still real. We know that there are still obstacles being placed in part of marginalized communities to get out to vote. And so this is why we have enhanced and amplified our efforts to make sure that we remove all barriers and excuses to vote. This is the very first anchor spot of the Unity Vote Card Parade, Power to the Polls. And we chose, hand-selected the locations of our anchor positions because we want to educate and teach and introduce these historical places of reverence to our community, to those who may not know. And so this is why this is the anchor position 1 between 10:30 and 11:30. We will be meeting here. There will be car decorating. There will be obviously music and lots of fun as we get amped up to begin on the parade route. So from here, we will go to our second anchor point. Our second anchor point is an historical edifice, a facility beloved by all. It's now called Johnny B. Wally, rightfully so, after longtime community advocate, Mr. Wally himself, and to have his son, who is now the executive director, here with us, walking step with the community. We are truly honored. Johnny B. Wally is the second anchor, and I would like to use this opportunity to now call up the executive director of Johnny B. Wally Amateur Athletics Pavilion, Mr. Cedric Holloway.
Thank you, brother.
To our ancestors, we owe it to the folks that fought for our right to vote.
Right.
And now we have the opportunity. We can't complain. We can't let someone claim they've done something for us. We've got to do for ourselves. So let's get that vote out. We've got these several locations that are offering rides. Absolutely take part of that. We are here. We're going to do us proud. And we're going to do our ancestors proud. Let's get out the vote. Thank you.
I'm pumped. How about you? That was amazing. Thank you so much for being involved. So at Johnny B. Wally, we have a host of activities. It is the home of the Black Farmers Market and the Ujamaa Vendors Village. And for months now, we have been using Saturday afternoons as a way to bring the community together, to inspire, to reach for greatness and to embrace your culture. And so we have continuing in that great interest of cultivating our community and especially dealing with our children. So at Johnny B. Wally, we will have a youth vote as well. So there'll be ballot boxes, and we actually have personnel for the community that would help walk them through the voting experience, because it's never too late to start in introducing them to what is their civic duty and what our ancestors have fought so valiantly for. So I would like to now call up the founder and president of Buffalo Creek Academy, who can, tell us a little bit about what it means to equip the youth with the tools to build a better tomorrow. Miss Dr. Manning, please.
Thank you. So yes, I'm the founder and CEO of Buffalo Creek Academy Charter School, and an incredible part of our mission is civic engagement and ensuring that all of our students understand the importance of positive impact in our community and engaging in the community and being very active in the community. The vote is very important. It is an essential part of our democracy. It's a part of our educational program and our curriculum to teach our students about the democratic process. So being a part of this and uniting with DeWitt and everyone else standing behind me is very important to us. It's an incredible part of our mission, but it goes beyond that. It's just beyond the 70 plus families who have chose us as their school. It's also about getting the message out to the greater community. We have those conversations. So part of this, a part of our presence here is trying to press upon parents and other members in the community to have that conversation with their children about the vote. We're not here to sway anyone's political opinion one way or the other, and that's not what we do inside of our school. But what we do is we ensure that our students understand the importance of participating in our democracy. And even if they're not old enough to vote, they should understand exactly what's happening, because they're only a matter of years away from having that responsibility themselves. We say sharpen the mind, carve the path. We sharpen their minds so they can carve their own path to success. The vote is a part of how we carve the path of our nation. So it's very important to us. Thank you for being here and allowing this platform for us. And we look forward to tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Manning. Sharpen their minds, blaze the path. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So what we'd like to do is, as we talk about inviting different community members and identifying areas of the community, the leaders of segments of our community that will be able to draw in all walks of life for this unity vote on Saturday. And so we are truly pleasured to announce that we have the support of Brother Sam Rafford, director at CAO, and also founder, if I may say, of Meet the Parents radio program and initiative. So we're talking about identifying the parents and getting them involved so that they can bring their children in this car parade, so they can see this incredible act of democracy. So if I may just invite now Mr. Rafford to talk about the importance of involving the parents.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Y'all can say good afternoon back. It ain't afternoon yet, it's morning still, right? So good morning, everybody. Listen, I want to make a particular appeal to parents, to families. Voting has to become a family affair. Our community, one of the responsibilities of leadership is to make the community better than we found it. Part of the way that we do that is we have to vote for the people who are going to lead our community. And so the fact that we vote is a privilege that we have and a right that we have to take advantage of, and we have to take advantage of collectively. It has to be an intergenerational conversation. We have to have our children see us in this process of voting and selecting. And what our community is going to look like tomorrow is going to be based on who we vote for today. So what we want to do is encourage all families to make voting a family affair this year. So tomorrow, if you have an opportunity, come out and join us. Bring your whole family. Let the family be part of an effort to be able to see what their civic right is, their civic duty is, to make sure that we do the things we have to do to make our community better than we found it. Thank you.
An appeal to families. And you know what? We're going to accommodate all families that do make it out for this very special, in short, Unity Vote Car Parade. We're hoping to actually be able to invite everyone after they vote, because there's many initiatives going on around the city on this day. this is the very first time early voting has been made available here in New York, and there is great enthusiasm to take full benefit of this opportunity. People have already been voting, as you've heard already, and what we want to do is we want to add to that momentum early and build, a consensus around the country that voting matters and that our vote is going to be the determining vote. And so I would like to now call up a representative who will be actually spearheading another initiative in the city of Buffalo. If I may now call up Jasmine Westbrook, Vice President of the Buffalo Urban League Young Professionals, to speak about Souls to the Poll. And we'll also have Reverend Denise Walden, yes, from Voice Buffalo.
All right, thank you, everyone. So, again, my name is Jasmine Westbrook. I am the Vice President of the Buffalo Urban League Young Professionals. I have Denise Walden. She is a member of Voice Buffalo. In partnership with our two organizations and a lot of other community organizations, we are hosting a Souls to the Polls March. So 12:30 tomorrow afternoon, we are meeting at the corner of Bailey and Shirley at Community Access Services. We will be having some speakers coming out, just getting everyone pumped and ready before we march to the Thank you to the Gloria J. Park Community Center, right on Main Street. We will have escorting community members back to community access services after they have voted. We will have light refreshments. We will have community resources for individuals that come out with their families. We really want to make sure that everyone is making sure that their voice is heard and that everyone is an informed voter.
Peace and blessings to you all, and honor to our Creator. I'm not going to be before you long, but as a member of this community, as a faith leader and clergy in this community, I just want to call on faith leaders and remind us of the moral and the spiritual obligation that we have to our people to ensure that they are using their voice to vote. I want to thank Unity for allowing us to come and speak about our rally from Community Access Services to Gloria J. Parks, because this is what community looks like. This is what we should look like. We should be coming together for the things that matter. Our vote and our voice has been suppressed for way too long, and now is our time. So I ask and I plead with the faith community, please come out, have your voice heard, and vote. Thank you.
So that information on Souls to the Polls can be found at power965radio.com. Also, you'll get information on the Unity Vote there at power965radio.com as well. So as I said, there are many efforts happening around the city of Buffalo, and we are unified with one effort in this very special moment to inspire not just those around us here in Buffalo, but around the world to step up to the plate and to take full advantage. There are many people who were not registered to vote, and we don't want you to sit this one out. I want to acknowledge Mark Olden from Rock Rapid Register. We have since September celebrated September as Democracy Month and have been very vigilantly going around the community looking for influencers who will speak on behalf of the communities they represent. We want to thank all the artists from the rock sector, from the hip hop sector, from Gazelda to we have the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame and so many others who have lent their voice to make sure that people are registered to vote. But if you are not registered to vote, you do not have to sit this one out. You can still be an advocate. You can still use your influence in whatever shape, form, or fashion to get the word out to inspire other people to vote. So just to take you in chronological order of this Unity Vote, starting tomorrow, 10:30, between 11:30, we will be here at MLK Park, decorating our cars, preparing to leave Anchor 1 to move on to Anchor 2, which is Johnny B. Wally Sports Pavilion. From there, we will travel down Jefferson to Broadway and head towards Broadway in Michigan, where we will all united walk our drive underneath the African American Heritage Corridor archway, truthfully giving a Selma moment to many who have only witnessed it on TV, as we pay tribute to the John Lewises, our ancestors who have sacrificed their life for us to claim our right and to take the full advantage of the democracy of the United States of America. We will pay tribute to their legend, we will pay tribute to their sacrifices, and we will move under the archway with and accompanied by Mother Eva Doyle, who has for years invested in producing billboards to put out Afrocentric and powerful messages to our community. And there is one billboard there at Michigan and Broadway, which actually has Martin Luther King there, and it says vote. So we'll have a moment with her by her billboard, and then we will also obviously be connected to the inside that corridor, which the Black Musicians, Colored Musicians Club, I should say, the Colored Musicians Club is present, and also Power 96.5 and the legendary WFO studios are located there. And as we travel underneath the archway, we will then head to JFK via Clinton Avenue, heading towards Hickory to actually do our voting there. So, and then everyone back to Johnny B. Wally for free food, and we are proud to announce that there will be boxes of free fresh food provided to everyone that attends, while supplies last, of course. So we want to thank the united body of Christ for coming together and make sure that we are able to feed those who are in need. So that will happen after all of the voting's done, roughly around 2 p.m. at Johnny B. Wally, 1100 Jefferson Avenue. I would like to now call up Miss Tina Abubakar. Tina Abubakar, who is the executive director of the African American Culture Center, and she and many dancers and drummers will be here to electrify this area as we begin the Unity Vote Parade.
Yes.
Could you share a few words, please?
Yes. Again, we would like to encourage everyone to come out and vote as if our very lives depend on it, as if our children's lives depend on it. If anyone has been affected by our pandemic, if anyone has been affected by social issues that have been occurring around the nation, if anyone has been affected by climate issues, we really need to come out and vote as if our very lives depend on it. And so we're looking forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. And we just want to come out and we want to make it known that we are a community, a city, and a nation that is united, and that we will come together and we will work together on all of these issues to make a better world.
Very well said. So in closing, we would just like to again thank all of our sponsors who have helped make this Unity Vote Power to the Polls event take place. Tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. we will have special programming on Power 96.5 and the legendary WFO 1080, featuring the likes of Mayor Byron Brown and many others who during this special broadcast will be speaking specifically about the value of our vote and the need for us to take full advantage of this early voting opportunity. Once again, tomorrow, it's not just a Unity Vote Parade, but it's also UN Day, and we are using this as a catapult to launch the conversation about what will Buffalo's legacy be regarding the International Decade of People of African Descent, and before it expires in 2024, what will be our plan to ensure that this is a more equitable and supportive community for people of African descent. I want to thank you all for coming today. Thank all of our speakers. Appreciate all your passionate and powerful words. And we look forward to joining everyone here at 10:30 for the Unity Vote Parade. Ashe, can I get Ashe? Ashe. All right, let's give them one of these before we get out of here. Power to the people, power to the polls. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
And power to the polls.
Power to the polls.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
And power to the polls.
Power to the polls.
Thank you.